top 25 clash in the early season as both of these programs try to make an early statement and build that resume. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the Arizona State Sun Devils, Mountain America Stadium in Tempe. As we'll see the number 16 team in the country, the North Carolina Tar Heels, taking on the 20th ranked team in the land, the Arizona State Sun Devils. 3A Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. The Sun Devils have been waiting, and finally the moment is coming in the opening of the season. That ball scoots through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Two running backs alongside the quarterback. Going right to work up top. A little screen to the running back. And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning.
Well, they try to spit it out to the running back on the perimeter of the field. You saw the speed and recognition by the defense, though. How quickly they were able to get to the back and get him down for a big loss.
They'll run play action. He's going to fire deep. Snatches it on the right. Open spaces. Just like that. A huge gain, and they've got it inside the 10. They'll mark it at the 8.
And that's the dangerous part about this offense, man. They'll get the ball out to a receiver that can do that. They can make plays after the catch. Hard to bring down, hard to tackle. That's why this offense can be so explosive.
Send the tight end in motion. Floats it out in space. Touchdown, Tar Heels! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board. They're on the board first here in the season opener.
And you just cannot draw up the start of the season any better than that. Opening drive of the first game of the year, and quick fire. You're down the field, scoring 6. This offense is explosive.
The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And he's not going to take a knee. Here he comes. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. Now in motion. Handoff to the single running back. Finds a little bit of space. He'll get 3 out to the 15. Guys, when you think about Arizona State, you start the season top 25. Clearly expectations are flying your way, but with that might come some roadblocks.
Well, I think you got to take every week and every opponent one at a time. The number beside your name doesn't matter right now. The number matters late in the season. So you want to start the season fast. You want to be gelling on offense and on defense. I think that's the challenge early.
Absolutely. Figuring out who you are. Obviously, some talented pieces, well thought of in the top 25, but a lot of season to go out and prove it. Day one, game one.
Turning it on! And they are pushing the ball down the field. A big pickup on that one. The tackle is finally made. And the Sun Devils will line it up on 1st and 10. Wants to adjust the pattern. Looking to pass. It's Myers. A shot toward the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Sun Devils!
And That's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game day.
They'll corral that squib kick just inside the 15. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Running backs on either side of the quarterback. They're going to open this drive with a pass. And it's incomplete, but the penalty flag has fallen in the holding zone. Let's see what the call is. They'll decline the penalty here and let the result of that play stand. Here comes the offense on second down. The inside handoff. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Guys, let's talk a little bit about North Carolina. They had some holes to fill on the roster. They've gone into the portal. They brought in a pretty decent haul. How good do you think this staff feels right now addressing those areas of need, David?
Well, I think you feel really good about bringing in quality depth, experience depth. But now the trick is to merge it with your other guys and everybody get on the same page, and moving in the same direction.
The coaching staff is so excited, too. They feel like if they can stay healthy, they can take an extra step versus where they were a year ago because of these new bodies they found through the portal.
These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these third downs.
Oh, he's got some space. He found a little opening and got loose. They couldn't stop him in the backfield, so a solid pickup there. The Tar Heels are in the hurry-up.
And this is the hard part about being on defense and choosing whether to be conservative or bring the blitz. They bring the blitz, he sees it, and that's what he does really well. Sees it and immediately makes a decision, gets to some green grass, and gets a positive gain for this offense.
What a play by the defender that time, because he's matched up one-on-one man coverage against an outstanding wide receiver, and it's the defender who makes the play. Really, really good position. He was up to the challenge. Interesting to see if this quarterback goes his way again.
Just couldn't find any room, and he wound up throwing it in reverse. They lost yardage. On fourth down, they're taking to the air. Makes the grab. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a first down.
And they're showing you their intentions early in the game. It's fourth down. You're in your own end. We're going to be aggressive, and we're not just going to do this early. We're going to do this all game long. Awesome execution on a critical down.
And the Tar Heels are rolling down the field. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down.
This defense really is on their heels. They've been on the field now for a long time on this drive, and they're just getting pushed around at the point of attack up front like we saw in that last play.
And that one's incomplete. Worth taking a shot there, but couldn't hook up.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game, throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He's going to blow the combine up in the 40-yard dash because of his wheels. Not able to connect with the quarterback on that one, but you know he has the defense's attention.
This drive was clicking along, but after a couple of misfires, threatening to stall out on 3rd and 10. Off the play fake. Oh, he can't hang on. Almost had the interception. interception, and this guy makes so many big plays, but couldn't come up with that one. It'll be 4th down. They'll try to salvage a field goal on this drive. Everything will have to be clean from 55 yards away. No good. And after the first quarter miss, guys, we're still tied up.
And sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man. Just go for it every time. Like, the field goal miss, make great. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but left some points off the scoreboard there.
Opening snap in this drive comes from the 38-yard line. Running back searching for a hole. A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44.
I know that wasn't a huge, sexy gain. I know not everybody's jumping up and down, but what it does do is put you in a great position to succeed on 2nd down. 2nd and 10, really hard. 3rd and 10, really hard. Now you're in a manageable situation. It really gives you the whole playbook.
I love DBs that want to tackle, and they get an opportunity to look like heroes on these outside toss plays. Physical play by the corner there, getting the ball carried down behind the line of scrimmage.
Pocket breaking down. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down.
Well, after giving up that touchdown on the opening drive, they had a little bit of a come-to-Jesus with their defensive coordinator on the sideline. I don't know what he said, but he, I think, just invoke the fear of God into this defense, because this 3-and-out has been sensational, dominant. This is the way they've got to play moving forward.
This drive opens up at the 23-yard line. Now on the move. Got to be smart, patient, great vision, uses all of that to get to the 29.
Great offenses always stay ahead of the chains. That run right there, now you're in a good position. It's not 2nd and long, it's not 3rd and long. Now it's the whole playbook's open. The defense really has to honor run and pass on the next snap.
Back to pass. Spits it out to the back. On target. And he'll get it up to the 38. It'll be a 1st down. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. To the air on 1st down. Oh, they're after him. A strike downfield. We have the early makings of a quarterback duel, as these stats will show you. They fought to a standstill in the 1st. Let's see who gets the edge early in the 2nd. So 1st down here as they go back to work. Looking to throw on 1st down. They're working that left side. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the 1st. Got the completion on the last play. Still some work to do on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Can't make the grab. Quarterback just missed him a little bit.
Well, he's linked up with his quarterback 4 times in this 1st half. Finally, they're not able to connect on that one. I think the defense has just had enough. I think they've said, you know what? You can throw it somewhere else, but you're not going to get it to that guy. We're going to have covered.
He lost it high and deep down the left side. Touchdown, UNC! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
A lot of times you see those receivers, as soon as they get by the DBs, you know, that hand goes straight up in the air. I got him. I got to step on him. He got to step on him. And the ball was thrown perfectly out in front. You can see he runs underneath it, gets it, and gets the long touchdown on the go route.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And he's coming out of the end zone. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Arizona State has the ball back in the offense, making its way onto the field. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown, and a chance on this. There he goes! And they'll pick up the 1st down and mark it at the 47.
Well, That's why this running game can be so dynamic. This guy is special when he has the football in his hands. He can make people miss, he can run with power, and he also has speed. You saw it on that last play.
The Sun Devils just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. Got enough for the first, and he's still going. He's loose. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Arizona State.
Man, I am a great play caller when I can hand it to guys like that. And he can go that far to the house, create big plays, showed you a little bit of vision, showed you a little bit of burners when he kicked it in gear and got the long touchdown.
And right down the middle. And that extra point was good, and we're all tied up here in the second. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. The way this game started, you feel as if you have to score a touchdown every time you have it, and now we'll see if they can respond.
Yeah, and I wonder how much pressure that puts on the offense. Jesse, like, you know this is back and forth, and I got to score, and every possession matters so much. What does that do to you as a quarterback?
Well, it puts a lot more pressure on you for sure to feel like I got to make every third down throw. If guys are open vertically down the field, I got to hit them too. We can't let our serve get broken.
Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1. The Tar Heels racing to the line in the hurry-up. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Makes the grab. Nice job to get it past the sticks, and they get him down at the 35.
Yeah, and what a nice job finding your matchup, Palmer, on 3rd down. Understanding I got a guy that can catch the ball in the backfield, nice angle route, getting right there between the linebackers and getting the 3rd down conversion.
It was a really good job, too, David, of the running back that time, setting up like he was going to the flat, and the linebacker gets a little bit too excited. He then puts his foot in the ground, cuts back to the middle. It's an easy pitch and catch, and they get the 1st down.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Trying play action. Under fire. And he scoots his way to the 1st down and then slides to avoid the hit.
This is why everybody grows up and wants to be an offensive coordinator and not a defensive coordinator, because he can do that. He drops back. He's supposed to pass, but you know what? I'll just scramble around, and I'll just go get plenty of yards and pick him up and put him down. And I'm faster than most of your other guys, too, so good luck stopping.
Great penetration by this defense, and they knock him down behind the line, a loss of 1. And the Tar Heels now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. Softened him up with a run, now to throw. Fires left. Oh, he had it, and he dropped it. Almost one of those big plays he's known for. It'll be 3rd down. We'll see if the offense can move the chains after that incompletion. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. He's got an open man. Steered out of bounds at about the 36-yard line. A big pickup, and they are threatening. The Tar Heels will have it 1st and 10. The give to the back. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And there was no space, nowhere to go. That play went absolutely nowhere.
Sometimes you just need a dude to show up and make a play, and he did.
Sometimes you just need to block that dude, and they didn't.
They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Looking down the middle. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
And guys, they've come through on the first 2 3rd down tries. this one might be a little tougher. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. He hurls one deep down the left side. And it's caught inside the 15. He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. First and goal from the 8. The clock winds down to 2 minutes, and we will take a pause for the 2-minute timeout. And the Tar Heels have it in scoring position on first and goal. He'll set up to throw. Safe completion on the screen. They've got it down to the 3-yard line. Really well done on that throw and catch.
The offense trying to throw it there quickly down close to the goal line. Nice job by the defense tackling the catch.
They've got it down to the 3. Now it's second and goal. Wants to go up top. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
That's a phenomenal job getting after the quarterback and getting a hit on him to affect his accuracy, because if they didn't get the pressure, that was going to be a touchdown. He had a guy wide open in the end zone. That was a golden opportunity, but the defense comes up big.
Under fire. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down.
And look at the quarterback, look at the players on offense. They're over looking at the sidelines, begging to stay on the field and try and score this touchdown. They've been on the field for so many plays, for so long. When you've done all that work, you want to capitalize and you want to score a touchdown. You don't want to be kicking a field goal at this point.
He slides that just inside the right upright, and they go back on top. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. Baylor is having its way offensively, just marching up and down the field at a breathtaking pace. They're up 14 over Louisiana Tech. We'll circle back if anything changes in this exciting college football matchup.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Finds some fresh air. Breaks into the open. Give him 105 yards rushing, and he goes over the century mark in this season opener.
They're going to keep feeding this guy the football, guys. Over 100 yards rushing with that last carry now. We knew coming into this game today, they had to get the running game going. They had to be able to turn around, hand it off, and get positive yards and set themselves up into manageable third down situations. We've seen them at any area of the field so far in this one have success in the running game. They'll keep that up until this defense proves they can stop it.
It's a 1st and 10 from the 42-yard line. Power football with the run. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
If you're going to stop the run game, you better be physical up front on the defensive line. They've got some maulers. They've got some dudes with bad intentions. Nice play there.
Runs through a tackle. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. And the Sun Devils are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Back to throw, it's Meyer. Looking to the big tight end. Wide open downfield. And he'll run into the end zone. Touchdown, Sun Devils!
Really nice job on their final drive of the first half, David. Calm, cool, collected. They had balance, excellent execution. They're going to take a lead in here at halftime.
So much easier to go into half with that positive momentum, that positive juice. Now we can point to what we just did. Great job taking the lead. Now you go make your halftime adjustments.
He wisely lets that one bounce through the back of the end zone, and they'll take over at the 25. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. Plucks it out of the air. They get him on the ground late in the half. They have the first down at the 41. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Wants to throw on first down. Throws to the tight end. The pass falls incomplete, and there are 8 seconds left. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. He'll take it himself. Creates a little space. They'll knock him down, and that'll take us to halftime. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. The Tar Heels will kick it off to start the second half. Here he comes. This is a gamble. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark. They opened this third quarter on top, and they built the lead on the strength of that running game.
And they made a huge statement, too, just proving to the other team that they're more physical, they're winning in the trenches. So here in the second half, David, just keep demoralizing this defense by pounding the football.
Yeah, and I'm not going to let that happen. I riled up my guys at halftime. We're going to put more people in the box, and we got to come out and meet the physical challenge of this offense.
It's an offense that takes pride in being physical. They try to get it going on the ground, but no gain on that one.
Just nowhere to run, not a lot of wiggle room for the ball carrier.
This defense came in knowing that they had to match their physicality. Let's see if they can keep it up.
Quarterback making checks. Looking downfield, it's Myers. Myers to the middle. Got him downfield. Such a big part to convert these third downs, and they've got it at the 42.
Well, I think on that play you saw why this guy's such a big weapon in this offense. At receiver, he does such a nice job with his routes. He's patient, and he's consistent, and he's got good hands. You don't see him put a lot of balls on the ground. Nice job there picking up the first down.
And the defense snows him under after a very short game. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. They'll move the tight end. It'll be a draw. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Great play by the defense there. And listen, they got to do more of this. Running backs obviously had a lot of success. They got to continue to stop this run game, be physical, and not let this guy beat them.
They got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Throws for the tight end. Oh, it's picked off. Oh, that's not the way to start a drive. Trying to take it back. Touchdown, North Carolina. The defense gets it done with that huge interception return. The DB saw it. He thought, don't drop it, then thought, don't get caught, and he didn't. The pick 6.
Hey, these guys can play offense, too. Now, look at this. I showed you I could be a wide receiver. Coach might split him out at wide receiver next week after making that big play. But defense, great job making the interception. And you're right, doing something with it. Don't just slide down. Don't be content. Take that thing all the way back.
And the point after is good. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. Arizona State has the ball back in the offense, making its way onto the field. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick 6, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing a pick 6 and how to rebound.
I believe I've only thrown one in my life, but yes, I do, because of that singular instance. I'll say this. You can't let that play beat you twice. You got to go out and not try to get it all back here in one just execute the offense.
This is exactly why this guy is your QB. He does such a great job of buying time, has such great speed, just stresses the defense. What do you want to do? You want to blitz me? Sure, let's go.
Turning it on. The 40. He's at the 20. Touchdown, Arizona State. And with that, they've got the lead here in the second half. Quick strike touchdown comes out and jump-starts the offense.
And man, we see this in college football, so much explosiveness and firepower, and we get high-scoring game after high-scoring game, and it looks like we're on pace for one of those right now.
No reason to risk trying to field that one as it skips through the end zone. It'll be a touchback. The North Carolina offense returns to the field. Wide receiver going in motion. Looking downfield on first down. A little release to the back. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
Defense has their hands full with this one. I know he's not the biggest guy playing the running back position right now, but they know he's going to be catching it too, and they're going to have to bring this guy down in space. In the passing game, they better make sure they get a lot of hats to the football. They've got their hands full.
Back to pass on second down. He'll take the deep shot. Grabs it at the 25 in stride. Touchdown, Tar Heels. Once he got some room, it was over. He has been surgical, precision passes, using the scalpel, the fine instrument, rather than the blunt one.
And the defense has had absolutely no answer for him. Just, he's been down their throats all game long, a step ahead, understanding what he's seeing, and just destroying this defense.
That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. Forges ahead, picks up about 3 to the 29.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Rides to the back. Got enough for the first. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Out of the crowd, and now he's got room. There he goes. He's got the first down, and they did a brilliant job getting him out flanked with the Wildcat.
Man, coaches talked about they want to get this running back involved early and often and create some momentum, and this is a great way to do it. Early in this football game, ripping off an explosive run, get the juices going, and I bet you he's going to get a few more touches today.
They're trying to throw the wide receiver screen and pick up that first down, but the defense just too much speed getting to the ball carrier on that one.
Quarterback extends the play. He's going to take off. He gets a little bit of work done. He goes out of bounds at the 42.
And that's a pretty good job by this defense. Man, it's so hard to limit these quarterbacks, and they're spreading you out all over the field. When they take off, it's hard to limit the damage. Nice job limiting the damage. And I'll tell you what, make it physical. Finish those plays and try to tackle that guy and make him think about running the football in the future.
They'll try to move the chains on the ground. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. Now, a fourth down. So the offense is going to go for it on fourth down. Looks as if he's going to run it. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs.
Losing 6. Offense is stopped. Will be a turnover on downs.
Just enough time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Timeout, North Carolina.
They'll need to show urgency to get another play off before the clock hits 0. From the gun, running back on the move. They get him on the ground, and that'll be the final play of this third period. These two quarterbacks have produced as we check out their numbers after 3. Here comes the fourth. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. So the final period starts with a second down play. Back to pass. Bring him the heat. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
When you talk about versatility at the running back spot, you got to talk about this guy in the conversation. He already has caught a touchdown in this one. They're still trying to throw him the football. That one goes incomplete, but I would keep this up if I'm on offense.
Got a man in the middle. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. On fourth down, looking to pass. Big tight end makes the grab. It's a first down. And he'll go down, but he has enough for the first down. And the Tar Heels come to the line with a new set of downs. The give to the running back from the shotgun. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Well, the most insightful analysis I can come up with on that one is that didn't work. Back to the drawing board to see if there's something that works a little better soon.
I don't know if I can quote the great Reese Davis. That was very ungood. Not a productive.
Oh, no, the ball popped out. This could change things.
Well, the offense is able to avoid disaster right there. The problem is they fumbled it, but thankfully they were able to jump back on and not have a turnover.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. And you can give all the credit to the crowd for that one. Offense, no chance, and call for the false start. Coming to the line of scrimmage on third down. He's looking downfield to throw. Unloads it left. Makes a connection. They are on the move as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 28. Boy, the defense really needed to get off the field there, and they just couldn't do it, and it's a fresh set of downs.
Man, that hurts. When you're trailing late in the ball game, you need those stops, and you get them to third down. You get them to those critical points to get the first down. You don't have many left. You better get aggressive.
The Tar Heels trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Defense in press coverage. Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, David. It puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. It makes the defense communicate and see if you can just get him out of a spot.
And just nowhere to go for that runner. He had no choice. That defense, they were bringing it up front. Everybody winning their one-on-ones, and they completely had him surrounded.
And that one took everything he had to sneak it over the crossbar inside the left upright. And now it'll take a touchdown to at least tie them a 6-point lead here in the fourth. And he's going to bring it out. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out in the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Arizona State has the ball back and the offense making its way onto the field. Things had not gone the way they had planned, but maybe an opportunity to salvage this bumpy ride so far and avoid the upset. Trying to escape. Oh, he's got some space. At the 30. 10. Running free, going to the end zone, but way back behind him, there's a flag on the field. Just a crushing mistake on the penalty wipes out the touchdown, and now they'll have to try to get it together and score again. Good pickup on the ground there. Give him 5 to the 16-yard line. Let's think a second about Arizona State. Unless there is a dramatic turn of events, this is not going to be a way to cool off that hot seat.
And they're going to have to be able to handle adversity and handle the outside noise moving forward, because losing this game in week 1, all the detractors.
Intercepted. Guess even a Heisman Trophy contender can have a miscue. Going the other way, and he's got room.
Man, what a great break on the football. Nice job seeing it, squeezing. A lot of those defensive guys, man, they don't have great hands all the time, but you always remember your first interception. They'll always remember this moment.
North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. Jesse, they had to kick a field goal the last time they had it.
Yeah, and oftentimes early in games, you're just trying to find your rhythm. Some things work, some don't on that first drive, David. It'd be interesting to see what happens here on the second drive.
Yeah, you got a feel for the defense now. You understand what they're trying to do, what their game plan is. Now you get to go into phase 2 of your game plan.
This offense not only has a chance to extend the lead, but they can also drain that clock. Two-minute timeout arrives, and this defense desperately needs to get the football back. And the Tar Heels will try to punch it in on 1st and goal. Marches ahead. That is a big win for this defense, as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. And the D deny them on 2nd and goal. Wide receiver comes in motion. They'll try to keep this clock moving on the ground. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. They'd love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of a field goal, but it's 3rd and goal. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Here's why I like the play call. I think I like the play call because you get the ball to speed and you try to punch it in for a touchdown. But I also think you've got 4th down. You've got an opportunity the next play to punch it in. So let's see what they do here on 4th down.
Right down the boulevard. Had to settle for the field goal. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Baylor has opened up the playbook, and they are scoring in bunches right now. This offense has been electric. They're up by 28 over Louisiana Tech. Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected. Fellas?
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. Motion from the wide receiver. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. After the pickup of 9, it's 2nd and 1. Everybody has to be set. They have to get it off. To the air, it's Meyer. Throws to the wideout. Complete to the left. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. It's a first down. They'll stop the clock to reset the chains. Offense up tempo. Looking to throw on first down. He wants a big play here late. Brings it down on the right side. His defense giving up ground, and he's finally knocked down at the 26. Might be calling a hot route. Wants to go up top on first down. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36.
That's a play the defense needed, right? It's been a battle all game long. Here we are. It's late. Everybody's tired. They've given up a few yards on this drive, but they come away with a huge sack at a big moment.
To the air on second down. Throws for the end zone. And swatted down by the defense to stop the scoring opportunity.
And I love the personnel group that the defense is in right now. With the lead late in a 2-minute situation, you're seeing extra DBs on the field. You know the offense is going to try and throw the football. So faster guys, good job that time getting to the ball, knocking it away, forcing the incompletion. You stay in this personnel grouping if you're on defense.
Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. Fourth down attempt coming. That'll be enough for the first down, and now they've got it at the 15-yard line. The Sun Devils tried to catch the napping fake spike, and now he'll throw it. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6.
And they try to pull off the fake spike and, rush to the line of scrimmage. We're trying to clock it, save clock, and you're trying to catch the defense napping, but very unsuccessful on this play. Little gimmick play for us.
Rushes on him. The pass is incomplete, and the clock will stop with 5 seconds left.
Well, the quarterback off target on that one. And in this 2-minute situation, you've got to be able to call and run passing plays that you feel like you can run in your sleep.
And after this play, the cake will be baked. He leaves it with his back. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. Timeout is called with just a single second left. Down in the fourth quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Touchdown, Sun Devils! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.